So we start watching what happens when we have a trigger. And most of the time, we're spending, our bodies are in some way experiencing that we're either in a storm, like right now there's trouble, right now there's a problem, right now there's fear or anger or disappointment or jealousy, or else we're anticipating a storm and it's kind of pre-stress in our body. We're getting ready in some way, but there's tension. So either way, we're in a pattern that starts to become reactive. And what I consider a full-blown storm, when we're over the top, will describe that. But look at how it begins. Let's say you get an email, and the email reminds you of something that you're supposed to get done and that you have a deadline for. And then you feel the tension in your body. And then you start obsessing on how it's going to work out. And then you're in some way speedy and impatient with somebody in your family, and that creates a kind of distance, right? So we've gone from kind of something happening, creating kind of a weather system, to one level of what I'm going to call violence, which is that we have violated a kind of harmony and we create separation. But it gets, of course, as we know, much worse. As we know, we often go from feeling impatient to having the kind of conflict that creates really deep separation and moving into blaming the other person or blaming ourselves. And that's when our identity gets hitched. The violence of these storms, when we go into reactivity inside, the violence of it is our identity gets caught. And we either become the victim, we're the one that bad things are happening to, or we become in some way an aggressor. Either way, we don't like ourselves. So what we're going to explore tonight really is how do we catch this chain reaction that lands us up not liking ourselves, that lands us in an identity that's less than and smaller than who we want to be. Victim, aggressor.